with this. Well, they've stolen all of my scriptures. That's the bad thing about being around prophetic people. You go to a conference, everybody teaches your stuff, so you're just sitting there. I want to read, he read, first of all, I'd like to confirm some stuff, out of the mouth of two. What does it say? That's right. And I want you to turn to Song of Solomon 2. I'm just going to paint a big picture really quickly, what I feel like the Lord's wanting to say for you guys in particular and those that are maybe watching. I've got a couple of stories to kind of back this up. One of the main things right now is to believe. We've got to start believing in what God is telling you who you are, what you're to do, and what He's given you, and then act on it. They could have actually taken the promised land. He said that the land was theirs, and who cares if there's giants there? The land's ours. All you have to do is start moving. But they never did move, did they? They just sat there and kind of got scared, except a couple other guys that were crazy, and said, let's go take the land. And they believed. And I think we're at a place, just like at the promised land, God's about to really show us, some of us again, as He has me, because I'm a little bit stubborn myself, some of the things He's called me to do. And He's called me for several years to do it over and over. And I haven't done it, to be honest with you. I don't know if you've ever watched The Lord of the Rings, but and you may not like them, I do. But there's one of the portions called Return of the King. And there's a guy in there called Aragorn, and he's a ranger. And he decided he's actually the next guy in position to actually become king. Y'all remember that? And he became a ranger. And he just kind of disappeared in the wilderness. And then when pressure started getting on and things started happening, that pressure brought him into a place of authority where he had to just embrace that he was a king, and he was just going to have to do the stuff. And he led a whole garrison of people into the next promised land, or destroyed the enemy. And I believe the Lord's doing the same thing with us. I believe He's creating, believe it or not, agents of pressure to get us to that place, as it did with Him, to embrace our authority and let's get with it and let's take over the land. Does that make sense? I believe a lot of times we've actually blamed the enemy when it was God actually allowing them to come to act as agents to pressurize you to embrace who you are and start taking over. That makes our pressure have a little bit of hope in it. You can look back at your pressure and your trials and actually see God in it. And it's pushing you and pressing you into who you truly are, which is putting on Christ. That's our next place. How would you like to be possessed in this next move of God?